Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you had a great start to the year. Today we'll be doing another build. This time will be a skeleton build. But before that, I would like to thank everyone, especially those who have subscribed to me. I've reached 150 subscribers, and going forward I'll still be doing more builds and review watches. So I will also be doing a giveaway in my next video and give out a few free watches to my subscribers. So if you'd like to win some watches, feel free to subscribe to my channel and be notified when my next video is out. So let's get building. So today we're going to mod a Seiko NH70 skeleton build. So if you have not seen my previous video giving an overview of this movement, feel free to check out that video. So it's a very simple build as compared to the normal NH35 or even NH34 which I've previously built, which I'll explain why later. So in this part, I actually gone through in the video that I did previously, whereby I explain how do you fit a NH70 movement into an NH35 case. So because these movements does not come with the gray spacer as compared to those NH35, 36 and 38, you will need to separately purchase this gray spacer to put onto these skeleton movements in order to fit into the case properly. So in this build, I will also stick on a golden rotor sticker. I really like this rotor sticker because it adds a unique splash of personality onto your movement, especially when you are building your own watch. So this one is a golden wave one, which I think it's a really nice contrast color to the overall look and vibe of the watch, which you will see later on. It's a lot more silver, gunmetal and dark black in color, so adding this golden accent to the overall watch gives it a sophisticated vibe that I personally really like. So once that is done, it's time to put on the hands. Because this NH70 movement does not come with a date complication, therefore you do not have to turn the crown such that the date flicks by one, and then to put the hands at 12 so that the date flicks whenever the time reach approximately 12 midnight. But having said that, I would still recommend you to put the minute hand against the 12 o'clock and then the hour hand to one of the hour markers. This is because then when the time moves, whenever the hour hand points directly at a new hour, the minute hand will be exactly at 12, which signifies a full round of 60 minutes. Yep, so for this dial, I've chosen the hollow dial in the center, so it's just like a donut with the hour markers, and it has a lume to it. So yep, very simple dial that I've gone for because I wanted to expose the entire NH70 skeleton. Yep, but I think during this build, do remember to constantly blow dust and dust off the movement on the movement holder, because this is a skeleton build, so dust gets in very easily. So if you are not working on it, it's always good to have a cover to close it so that dust or debris doesn't actually go into the movement itself. Otherwise, it's going to be extremely difficult to take it out. Yep, so once you take off the two dial feet that you do not need, just align it according to the movement, and you can just give it a slight press. So actually, if you look at the dial itself, in this case at the 3 o'clock marker, there is a very small indentation outside on the outer ring to signify that there is the 3 o'clock. So all you have to do is align that to the crown. So the crown, in this case, I'm using a 3 o'clock crown, so therefore I will align it to the crown at 3 o'clock, and everything should fall into place properly. So for the hands, I've also opted for the dark colored hour and minute hand, and the shape of it gives off something like a rocket shape, and then it makes the entire watch looks kind of futuristic, so gives off a very stylish look in my opinion, and I really like it. And of course, the second hand, I opt for a red colored one to just have that pop of color on the front of the watch as well. Yeah, so look at the final product. I think it's quite interesting and it's quite a fun watch to wear. Yep, so I did not have a difficult time trying to put the hands in this build, so it was pretty simple. As you can see, I in a short amount of time I managed to put on the hour hand as well as the mini hand. I think the second hand this time around take a little bit of time, not sure why, but I still use the same method. Just put a little radical onto one of the hand pusher and then align the pin of the second hand as far as I can into the hole. So I use a loop in this case on my eye to just magnify it so that I'm able to aim it more accurately. Yeah, and then just give it a light press once I managed to locate the hole on the movement. Yeah, so I had to be really careful in this case. I was afraid that like the second hand would drop into the skeleton inside, and then like in the process I break the movement or something. Yeah, so I mean, do also be careful when you're building one on your own. If not, I think you can also use the dial protector when putting it on. I'm not sure why I didn't use it this time around. Yeah, but yeah, I think come to think of it, is perhaps something that you can consider as well. So after putting on the hands, it is time to case the movement up. So I sometimes face difficulties trying to remove this crown before casing the movements, because I'm afraid that like if I put the movement on a movement holder, the hands might be damaged in the process. So I saw this method online and I thought it was pretty ingenious. Basically, you just hold the crown with one of those cases that will come whenever you purchase these mod parts, and then just poke into the movement hole, whereby you will unlatch the crown and then just pull it out. So this is kind of ingenious, very interesting way to take the crown out, right? So if you can see, I really like how the overall product is now. And this time around, the case I opt for, it's also kind of a big case. Look a little non-circular, right? Angular. And then the funny thing is that this case did not come with a O-ring. The previous builds that I have, the case often, or all of them actually, comes with an O-ring. So if you think you know where the O-ring is, or because I might have missed it out, so please let me know. So this case is quite a snug and tight fit with this movement. So if you put on the movement and it's like jutting out a little, just use a tweezer and then just give the gray spacer a slight push just to tuck it into place, right, before you cased on the movement. So after I case it, looks fantastic, I think. And then just making sure that the stem crown works accordingly, it winds, and I'm able to adjust the time. And the second hands is hackable. So now I just have to trim off the stem to make sure that it's the right length for this case, to make sure it's nice and tight. So again, just measure it. Most people use a vernier caliper. I've come to realize that perhaps I should get a vernier caliper, but I haven't been getting one. So usually I kind of use the stick that comes with this movement, and just give it a rough measure, and then before I'm just cutting the stem with a plier, right? So it works for me so far, so I'm happy with it. And I usually kind of like cut it a little lesser, and then I adjust it accordingly. So it will take a few tries, but don't overcut it, because then you have to get a new crown stem. But if you undercut it, at least you have the space to actually trim it off slowly, right? So I cased it up, tighten it with my rubber ball, and just peeling off the back plastic. And then now I bought the FKM rubber strap as well, the quick release one from Aliexpress, really good quality. I'll link them down in the description below too. So puts it on really easily. And then yeah, I really like how the final product look. So the final product turns out really beautiful. I really like the overall look of it. It's a little bit mysterious, but at the same time futuristic in nature, right? Yep, so I hope you like this build as well. If you like my channel, please consider like it, share and subscribe. I'll be doing a giveaway in the next video, so please do keep a lookout for it, and see you till then.